Hello, fellow duelists and collectors. Today I'm going to be showing you a classic, well, it's relatively classic, Cyber Dragon deck that belongs to my buddy. And it hasn't been modified or changed in like probably 3 years or more. So we're going to take a look at it and see what it was like. So we have 3 Cyber Dragon, of course. I'm liking that old artwork. It's pretty standard for any Cyber Dragon deck. I shouldn't need to explain that. 3 Cyber Dragon Dry, which I think is the better of the Cyber Dragon secondaries, which is Zwei and Dry. But it's definitely a good choice. And they're super rare. That's cool. Max C, Staple Hand Trap. Shouldn't need to explain that much. 3 Cyber Dragon Core. This is an obvious choice. Very good. And still holds up in today's format, which I'm proud of seeing. 3 Cyber Valley. I can understand this, honestly. It has really good effects, and you could 1-for-1 it or machine duplication it, but not a bad card. And then Cyber E-Tannin, or Il-Tannin, whatever. It's a good card, although I don't like that you only get 500 per monster for summoning it, so that's... But it does help out when what's that other card? Is that card that returns the banished cards to you? I think it's an extra deck or something. Anyway, 3 Cyber Repair Plant, which is, I think, fairly essential for Cyber Dragons. I don't know if you need all 3, but definitely a good card to have. 3 Power Bonds. Is Power Bond unlimited? I'm not sure, but that's honestly a great choice to have for this deck. 3 MSTs, super logical, free destruction of an opponent's spell or trap, or your own if you somehow comes down to that. 2 Machine Duplication, which works for Cyber Dragon Core and Cyber Valley, so I can see the logic in that. It's definitely a good card anyway, so. 1 Limiter Removal. Obvious, standard, super good card, double the attacks. There it is, 1-for-1 to get out those Cyber Valleys, I guess, which can be really helpful. It's a good stalling tactic. A Dark Hole, pretty standard. 3 Threatening Roars. I think this is actually a really good choice, honestly. If you could stall out the duel, make your opponent just not able to attack. I used this in my most recent Blackwing deck video, which I think is pretty logical. So I'm going to give that one an A. Cyber Network. This is a good card, honestly. It destroys during your 3rd standby phase after activation, and you can banish a light machine type from your deck. Oh, right. This is the card that brings your banished monsters back. Summon as many of your banished light machine types as possible. So yeah, with this and Cyber Il-Tannin, you'll definitely get to summon a good amount of monsters. Call the Haunted is pretty standard. I shouldn't need to explain that much. Trap Stun, that's a pretty good choice. I like that. I definitely like seeing Trap Stun. And then Dimensional Prison, also a really good choice. And Bottomless Trap Hole and Compulsory Evacuation Device. Now that's it for the main deck. We'll go into the side deck now. We have Gaia Dragon, the Thunder Charger. This, you get to, if you have a level 5 or 6 Ixie, which you'll have a 5 in this deck generally, you can overlay this, and it does piercing damage, so that's good. I give that an okay. Number 12, Crimson Shadow Armor Ninja. This, honestly, it just protects itself, so I could understand having that in certain situations. Double Cyber Dragon Nova. I think that's a great choice. Honestly, it has like all 3 effects. You attach an Ixie to summon a Cyber Dragon from the grave. You can banish a Cyber Dragon to give it 21 attack. And you can, what was it? Oh yeah, if it's destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you get to summon a Machine Fusion from your extra deck. So like, normally I think we would choose Cyber Dragon, but also this guy who... Random Machine Fusion that not a lot of people use, just has 4,000 attack. And it makes sense to have in this deck for that effect, so. We have number 19, Freezadon. He can substitute using Ixie material for another Ixie monster, so that's cool. And that's it for the 5 stars. And then we have the 4 stars, which are Gem Knight Pearl, 39 Utopia, and My Stroking Gaga Cowboy. I mean, these are relatively self-explanatory. Beat stick, protection with attacks, switch opponent's battle position, do burn damage. That's like the main, and you know, he gains attack, but that's like the main uses of those cards. We have a Ghost Trick Delon, which, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it can have your opponent's monsters attack and defense. Other than that, relatively unnecessary. But this was an older time, and there wasn't perhaps as much access, or we didn't do too crazy of card searching. And then this guy, who's, I forgot his name actually, Barbaroid, the ultimate battle machine. You hear that? He's the ultimate battle machine. But anyway, I mean, yeah, okay. You understand why he's in there. You can give him a limiter removal, make his attack 8,000. Now, Cyber Twin Dragon. I think it's actually logical to have this card. If you're going to have either this or Cyber End Dragon, I think it's more logical to have this with this deck build, because it's not often you're going to have 3 Cyber Dragons available to make Cyber End, but it's fairly often that you'd have 2. So for that, I definitely give that card a thumbs up. And with Power Bond, its attack goes straight to, 5,600. So that's pretty awesome. Anyway, that's going to do it for this deck profile. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, please give me a like. And if you want to see more like this, please subscribe. Thank you.